Just got boring after a while. And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know? Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit. That's right. Our Geiger counter indicates that the base was radioactive, but not dangerously
I didn't mean to.
so.
It forced
Enough time
itself
has
off.
passed. Anything else you want to know?
My stream does that every once in a while.
Nellis
been
is a
doing that
completely
recently.
self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops. Thank you. Our self-sufficiency is a point of pride. Anything else you want to know? You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know? Once we restore power, we learned that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We used them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry. That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know? Loyal found a file somewhere on the base with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it, except we haven't left Nellis in decades. It'll be spectacular, won't it? You should talk to Loyal. I bet you could help. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice. You want to hear it again? Of course. Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. to restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our... See you later.
Hey Google, how much time I got left on the timer?
You've got 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to. I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training? Well, I don't know, actually. I suppose it's possible. You should take a look.
Awful.
Hey.
Oh, I'm a wreck. Headset connected. No hazard. Yes. It kills battery.
See you.
No hazard.
Hey,
Even
yes,
so?
outsider? Yes, outsider?
Pretty good. I already talked to this little kid. Went over there. People over here to go talk to.
Sorry, no time to talk, outsider. I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
What?
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways. Ha! If we had spare parts, do you think I'd
Wait a
be
minute,
asking
I'm
you
right
to fix the damn things? That's rich. No, we ran out of spares a while back, and Jack and I have been doing our best to patch the arrays up as best we can.
I'm
Sadly,
eating, that's
we're
why
at
I'm not speaking. Tits. There it is.
our wits'
Pasta.
end. There have to be spare parts somewhere around the wasteland, but I just don't know where to direct you. You may have noticed we don't get out much.
Frozen pasta. It's not actually frozen, but it was frozen at one point. It was frozen lasagna.
All right, what's on your mind?
Yeah.
No, those aren't for outsiders to use.
If
Leave them
pasta was
alone.
frozen, it would be way easier to fucking cook.
Well, if you genuinely care so much, they're flight simulators. If you don't know our history yet, you should see Pete and get the tour. We dream to one day rule the skies. Bye.
Oh, this guy's actual name is Loyal. Wow.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
I'm from Vault.
Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right? Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's gotta learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. If you help him recover the lady, I figure... Oh, I figure it's been a nice day. Yeah, a real nice day. Did I say that? Sometimes I just say stupid things. Sorry about that. Pearl will tell you when the time comes. I should really be going.
No, friend, we're not done talking yet.
Hey there. Back for more?
Yes, I am.
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it. You think I'm handsome? Wow. I wonder if she does too. There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there. Well, every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving. Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this. That would be amazing. As in...
Oh, this guy I'm
I
talking
would
to
thank
likes
you
a
forever.
girl. He likes somebody.
Have you seen her? The
Is that
redhead
right,
of my
buddy?
dreams? Oh,
I'm working on it, bud.
like I said, I can never...
Anything else he needs? Okay, I'm gonna get going. Are you talking about the nuke quantum? The nuclear quantum that released the day before the bombs? What was it 3 days before the bombs? Oops. Okay. Okay, buddy.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them. Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free. Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay, just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him. What's the situation with the giant?
Yes, outsider?
Now that you know the story of...
Have you seen her?
What is it, outsider? I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants. If you're willing to take the risk, be my guest. I've got it set to broadcast a powerful signal at 24,000 hertz. Just place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. but it might make you feel sick to your stomach. I don't know how you survived the bombardment. That's incredible.
Alright. Looks like I talked to everyone here. Oh. Damn, ever since I got to the casino, all these missions started opening up.
Looks like the war's ratcheting up. Here, the NCR is bringing in elite troops.
I should have kept working with Mr. House. I should have kept working with Mr. House. I should have kept working with Mr. House. Should have done what Mr. House wanted. I wouldn't be in the desert right now. House. Oh. Yeah, Dr. House? Oh, Doctor, if I would have kept doing his missions, I would have pretty much just stayed in the strip for a while and done all that shit. And now since I'm traveling out, doing other missions, I'm traveling. I got too used to everything being next to each other. Fuck! I mean this way. It might.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping that...
This is a restricted area. State your business. Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress. I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand. There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead. Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs. Later.
There'd be more anyway.
If the Legion breaks through our defenses, I got one bullet I'm saving just
No
for
answer. god. Yeah, now I'm getting a lot of missions that conflict with the NCR. Is that gonna happen? Should I not be doing these missions? But I want to help them all. Well, but I don't want bombed by the boomers. The boomers are bombing people, and if I'm not friendly with them, they'll blow me up in a certain area of the map. I need to fuck over the NCR. Oh, so you need 2 mini nukes. Oh, you said a quarter. Yeah. I just... Liberty Prime! Kill that bitch! I just want a few factions under my belt. I don't need them all. I don't want to be friends with every single faction, but why can't I fuck over just the Legion and the Powder Gangers? And the Kais, the Khans. That's 3. That's 3 factions I want to do hurt to. No, I don't want to choose though. I choose to not choose. Well, that's not fair. Damn it. Fine, I choose the... No, I don't want to choose the NCR. I've just been helping the NCR because the NCR is... They're alright. They're alright. They're nice people. Oh, yeah, the Legion, but I don't give a fuck about the Legion. I'm trying to essentially help all the nice people and fuck over all the dickheads. Technically, the Brotherhood Steel are a part of that dickhead group, but the Brotherhood Steel is just cool to me. I might not.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they? Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
Okay, Liberty Prime, calm down. Engaging Chinese aggressors.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good. Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying? There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you? Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran. Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on. Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be? No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
So, did you...
It was easy, man.
Did you figure out
they
why
were
there
going door
was
to door
the,
asking if
Pelican
anyone knew
or
any
the
scientists.
the
I said,
fucking
look
airship
no further.
at
They
the,
asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much
One
as
Brotherhood,
anyone
not
I had ever
Brotherhood.
met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics.
No, the settlement.
I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here. Here. You'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Hello.
So let's see. I guess I gotta break down the factions a little more. The NCR is temporarily probably working with Mr. House, so working with the NCR to get the house ending isn't bad. Brotherhood Steel are apparently at war with the NCR, so I have to hate them. Weird. Oh, thanks for the explosive trap.
Hey.
Legion are supposedly douches to everyone, and no one likes Legion. Legion and the Legion Kong and whatever are all trying to make peace. I could stop that, I think, probably later on, and convince people I want to work with to work with me instead. My gym partner's a monkey, monkey, monkey. Whoa, buddy. You're spitting facts, and but just because you're speaking facts doesn't mean you don't get the boot from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mickey's gonna break your fucking knees. Mickey broke the Jonas Brothers' knees at one point. Okay, so we need to use a lot of our levels for good. So we need to barter up to 7. Oh my god, dude, they don't give me enough points. Let's get barter up 5. Let's get science up, because science seems to be continue being a problem. And we need to get I don't really like sneaking around, so we'll get speech up.
I don't know how you survived the bombardment. Hello, outsider. Need something? Well, how about that? Turns out you aren't completely useless working with your hands. Bye.
Okay, let us see what is next. Original singer doing what? Nice. Oh, I have a sniper rifle now. Oh, this is what I needed. This is what I was complaining about. There's just some things that I can't shoot from far away. Fuck out of the way, you stupid ant. wait, testing? Okay, it works.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead? Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
Hi there. Halt! You must... Hey, do you have any...
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child. I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber...
The cops are coming! The cops are coming! Whoa,
A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact.
I'm turning.
When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say? It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map. Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest. Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all. Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button. Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Castle mods? Change the appearance, or?
I'm happy you came along. You are the answer to our dreams.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dream? You said you talked to her. Don't treat me like a jerk for asking. I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather. Great. That's all I need to get the rebreather to work right. I don't think you'd want to start breathing water halfway down. Have you found a pressure... Me? Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years, so a younger's got to learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. Don't get blown up.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Crash site B29. So I need to...
Have you seen her? You said you... Have you found a pressure cooker so I can finish the rebreather?
I need to find a pressure cooker. And with that, it's time to go to another mission until I get the pressure cooker. Find Jack's love interest. Let's go find his love interest. Jack's girlfriend. Damn, she's far away, is she? Cool, can I fast travel here? No, darn it. Can I fast travel here? Can I fast travel here? Wow, how have I not been? You're telling me I'm liked all the way over here, but I have not been... I can't teleport over here. Can I teleport?
Hi.
Okay.
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs.
Oh, it's you, Ringo. I forgot about you, Ringo. I didn't even I don't I didn't even remember like this guy told me he'd pay me more for helping him.
Alice McLafferty runs the Crimson Caravan. You can find her over in the main office. It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things. I'm getting ready to run a caravan up towards Utah. There's a town called New Canaan, which is supposed to be pretty prosperous. The Crimson Caravan doesn't have any branches out that way, so it'll be up to me to get things started.
Yeah, no, I forgot about this guy. I helped him way back in the,
I'll see you
the
around.
starting city. I'm looking for a pretty lady in here.
We can't sit idly while
Any
the
pretty
Legion
ladies
repairs
in
their
here?
order.
For my boy Jack. Oh, you're a little redhead.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice.
I think Jack's
they
been
handle
looking
most
at you.
of our contact with visitors. I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
Ooh.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like? Really? That's so sweet. I'd love to go meet him. Is there any way the Boomers would let me visit Nellis? This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Hello. Mormon Caravan from New Canaan. Came through the other...
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Do they just stay? Do they just stay?
Well, well, this is welcome news. Who is she? She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive. I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love? You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider. Loyal still needs help getting the plane back to Nellis, and there may be others who still require assistance. Later.
Oh, Jack's gonna love me for this. I got Jack permission for his little girlfriend to come and show up and talk with him. Jack, we barely even met each other, but lucky enough for you, I'm the best wingman ever in Fallout. You can tip me after, Jack. It's fine. Jack, good news.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams? She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the Gunners or to Pearl? Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the Gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
Oh fuck, I forgot I can't fast travel, like, in buildings. I like that a lot about the system. I like it and hate it. Kinda at the same time, I kinda like it more. You can't fast travel in buildings.
McLafferty's a hard boss, but she knows what she...
Hello again. How's your boomer friend? I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet? There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
Oh. Speak to Alice. God, all the things I have to do for this man to get laid. Jesus. Alice.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
I'm looking for work. Janet asked me.
Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it.
Fuck, I can't barter. Fuck, I can't barter. I need to consider.
Take all the time you need. I'm afraid we have no current opening. Most merchants. It's been a pleasure.
I gotta level up. I gotta level up and get bartering up.
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us. I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here. I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
McLafferty's a hard boss, but she knows what she's doing. That's for sure.
Okay, so unfortunately, I can't do that until I level up once. Which, leveling up, we need bartering to go up.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
Lafferty's a hard boss. She knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Wait, I gotta leave this area before I... La da 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 da. Butt whack. La da. Don't tell me this fence connects over here. No, it doesn't. Okay. La da da da. What time is it? Okay, it's 11. I'll probably stop at 12. Whack. Oh God. Whack. 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 Lucky for me, I'm friends with the NCR. Whack. This game takes a lot of traveling.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you? Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Let's go to Violet
Violet
first.
it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. They never leave her side.
Ugh.
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long. One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless. Violet's got dogs. Makes no difference to me. I'd be happy to see any one of... Good question. You've gone... Right.
Everywhere I go has a quest for me. Everywhere I go has a quest for me. Dun 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 has a quest for me. 2 days playing Fallout straight in a row. Pretty fun. Fun, Fallout, fun,
Doc kept
Fallout.
really fixing
Fallout's
your butt.
pretty fucking fun. I kinda wanted to play something else, but it's alright. Doo-dah, doo-dah. 2 days playing Fallout Vegas. I'm enjoying my time.
Hello. A pleasure to meet
Can you get up so I
I'm
can talk to
Dr.
you?
Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Huh?
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Think about it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course. Oh? What might those be? The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expensive topic.
Hi, Heather.
I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you.
Pillow.
Suffice to say, we are the
pillow.
leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters, medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No.
Hazard.
I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
Good boy. Love you.
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course. Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so. We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear.
I think we're
There
gonna.
have been complaints about the
We're
amount
gonna
of
try to
water
get the
we're
two
supplying.
lovebirds together,
But
and
those are
that'll
just
probably be the
excuses
end
for
of the
lack of
stream.
diligence,
So
I'm sure.
we're gonna do this mission. Oh yeah, we gotta get leveled up. So we're gonna get leveled up. Talk to Lady. Tell her she needs to chill out. Pay the bitch. Pay her.
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize
Because it's not right.
output.
It's not
You
right
have
for
no
her to not
idea
get her
how
money.
difficult it is to provide power to an
Get her
entire
to the camp.
nation. I also have high hopes for our Helios 1 facility. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the 2 scientists who are working there. So far, they've only managed to achieve 1% power output. I'd send help if I could spare the personnel. To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
You know, Doctor?
Yeah.
Well
Yes?
spoken. Make sure.
Something else?
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? But now he's hired you, which means one of 2 things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Of course. Anything. Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them? I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more. Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keeley hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keeley because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable. He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does. He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keeley, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab. My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation
God,
and the
people
like.
talk so much.
Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl. It's foul to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes Caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Wait, Contreras?
Right.
Who's Contreras? There's something I want to find without looking for it. I'd pay a few caps for the bigger picture, because I'm gonna get paid big time.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here.
I'm not here to listen to all these people talk.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk. Let's finish this up, then we can talk. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tight they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in. He's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
What?
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm? You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors. I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room. Get away from me. I've got you now.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam.
I know what's gonna kill him, don't worry.
You like that? You like that? That!
Alright, let's stop for a sec. I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
You ready for round 2, buddy boy?
I've got you
now.
Sting like butterfly.
Come on! Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days, we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Enough. Where the fuck does this chick go?
The ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen...
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.